What's going on, thugs and ladybugs? It's your man Pat Dixon of Deadstroke Media, bringing you another edition of APA Masters. It's still week one. We've got Rico Gonzalez versus Thomas Michaels. Let's go. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Thanks for joining us again. We're still in week one. We have another APA Masters match. Rico Gonzalez versus Thomas Michaels. These are still the same two teams that you saw if you just watched the first episode that we had between Brandon Mullis and Oscar Espinoza. Oscar, if this reaches you, okay, I am so sorry that the thumbnail says Gonzalez. I thought I went through everything that I had to go through to change it from Gonzalez to Espinoza. For some reason, I missed that. That's on me, big dog. My bad. But these are the same two teams. We have team Get the Smoke, which Rico Gonzalez is on. That's my teammate. Against team Chimba, which Thomas is on, and he is teammates with Oscar Espinoza, of course. So, race to 7. It looks like as things have shaped out, Rico is breaking first, and it looks like we're playing 8-ball. So let's get right into the match. I'm pretty sure at this point, I was still over here at the right behind the camera, still waiting like my little 2.5 hours to actually start a match. I think actually me and Brandon we're sitting over here next to each other as Rico breaks and we start off in 8-ball. So remember the format. APA Masters, you have 5 total games of 8-ball that you can play. You have 8 total games of 9-ball that you can play. So the fact that the guy started off with 8-ball, that lets you know no matter what, we are going to some 9-ball as well. And to be honest with you, I do not remember how this match went. I just kind of I kind of skimmed through I think the night before just to see how many racks there were, because there was like a 30-minute difference between this match and the match that Brandon and Oscar Espinoza played, where this one went 30 minutes faster. So I'm like, all right, somebody must have been on. So we're gonna take a look here and see what's going down. It looks like Rico broke dry and Thomas came up to shoot first. I can't really see what I think he might have tried to go for solids first. I was kind of looking around and making sure all of my trying to mute some things. I think we were kind of loud during this match right here, but Rico broke dry. Thomas came up, he didn't make anything, so Rico has some options here. And it looks like he already created a bit of a problem. Thomas did with that last shot right here with this solid and stripe kind of sitting next to each other. And I think Rico's trying to see if he might be able to separate that 6-ball from the stripe and make it in the top left-hand corner pocket as well. Now he's got another problem here with the 7, and I believe that might be the 9-ball. So I can understand why he wants to take solids, because he kind of owns this pocket up here, which it looks like he's about to take the 2. Okay. Looks like he's trying to get shade. Look, I'm guessing the 6 may go. Taking a good look at it. Rico's definitely a very, very good shot. I'm going to see if during the time that it takes him to kind of figure out what he wants to do next, maybe over here you should see his APA Masters results from this past season. I think it was spring 2024. So this session, I just learned this is fall 2024 that we're playing in right now. So this is what Rico did spring of 2024. We definitely have enough time to look at it. And I think we'll also throw up a Fargo rate for you right there as well, so you can kind of see the guys' Fargo rates. Rico definitely a methodical player, likes to take his time. Ooh, and it's gonna scratch all the way down. Bit of a mistake right there from Rico, and he's gonna give ball in hand to Thomas. And real quick, let's take a look at and see if we can find a moment to check out Thomas's Fargo as well as his rankings and stuff from the last season of APA Masters, which you probably would have seen it by now. I try to do a good job of seeing how much time these guys are going to take and making a little comment about the editing that's going to happen later on. So, Thomas comes all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner to take that stripe. Does a decent job of it, but it looks like he just tapped his cue where he wanted that cue ball to end up, maybe. And still has an issue on the table right here. So it's going to be interesting to see how he decides to address that if and when he gets a chance to get around to it. That cuts that stripe into the top right-hand corner pocket, bumps a few balls out of the way. It looks like the 5, the 8, and I believe the 11 ball all kind of moved a little bit on the table. A bit awkward having to shoot around that object ball there. I'm upgrading my camera as well, by the way. Oh, overcut it just a bit. Kind of caught that point right here at the bottom right-hand corner pockets. That's going to bring Rico back to the table. Rico immediately doesn't like it. He's kind of in a bit of an awkward spot. He kind of has this 7-4 combo. I don't know if that 7 goes by. Oh, he could see the 4. Yeah, not really much that he saw that he could do there. And then Thomas going to come back to the table. I don't see too many problems with Thomas other than just the same situation right here at the top of the table. Looks like he's going for the 9. I think that's the 9 in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm not sure if he was trying to play defense or if that was just a miss. But that's going to give Rico probably his best look at the table and to be able to go for a run right here. Kind of really draws into this. You can see him shaking his head there. Yeah, he definitely overdrew into that 1-3, to the 1 and the 3 down here at the bottom left hand of the table. And now he's in an awkward position because the 3 definitely doesn't go by these 2 stripes that own that pocket. And it looks like he's taking a look at possibly going to the 5 in the side, maybe. Oh, 5 all the way down. It goes by the 7. That's a good shot. Now the 1 and the 3, they're only going to go into the bottom left-hand corner pocket right now. Oh man, but pushes the 3 ever closer. Ever closer to that bottom right-hand corner pocket that's still tied up. That's the thing about 8-ball, man. Will you have a shot if your opponent misses or makes some sort of a bad shot on the table? More than likely, but sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. Takes a 7. Ooh, almost gets into the, I think that's the 6 and possibly the 14 up here. Whatever this solid and stripe are. Needed a little bit more stank and maybe even some more left on that shot so you can kind of just clip that stripe ball to separate the 6. So we're moving into the second week, I think August 17th. So hopefully by then I'll be able to kind of upload a few more videos for you guys. As far as what happened in week 1, I still have 2 of my matches that I can upload. I think I have 1 more match of Brandon's, and I think I might have a match or 2 for Rico as well. So Rico just looking to basically get his 3-ball out of the way. And actually kind of created another little bit of a problem right here for Thomas to have to figure out now that he's at the table. So we got some more content coming is what I'm saying, okay? Trying to be more consistent about getting these things uploaded, getting these videos edited, which takes forever. But I'm optimistic. All right, so Thomas going to look at taking the 9-ball into the bottom left-hand corner. Draws out. Is he going to get short side position? Ooh, it's going to run a little long and it's going to kind of marry up a bit. He's not happy about it. If he was trying to get there, that was a really good try to get there. He just got those extra 2 inches. So if you remember in the last video, we're playing on table one. Table one, it rolls fast. This is a fast table, rolls forever, especially towards the ends of the table. So as soon as you cross that halfway point of the table, that 50-yard line, so to speak, you're going to get an extra 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of roll easily, especially towards the bottom of the table where you got the 8 ball on the 2 stripes sitting right now. So he's taking a look. It looks like he's going to have to go ahead and solve this problem right here that he's aiming at. I think he tried to break both of them out. That was an interesting shot. I think he actually tried to break out both of these problems, which I think he might be glad that he didn't. Me and Brandon talking about what's going on in August and how I won't be at the pool series events. So there's 2 pool series events going on in August. By the time you see this video, August the 3rd, there's a 1 pocket event happening at Smoking Q. Bank. Is he gonna scratch? No, it's gonna hold up, and that 3 ball gets right back down to that same bad position. But honestly, for him, this might not be bad. He kind of locks up on the 8 ball right here, so the 8 ball can only go into this bottom left-hand corner pocket as things stand. Ooh, and Thomas gives. This is an opening for Rico. But the pool series has August 3rd, Smoking Q. That's a 1 pocket event. And then they also have August the 24th. That is an 8 ball event at Irish Q on the 9-foot tables, I believe. Follow the pool series on Facebook, on YouTube. Facebook for sure if you want to like take a look at the calendar for the rest of the year, like sign up for the events and stuff too. All right, so Rico's taking a good long look at this. He obviously he wants to either get over here to take the 3 or at least get into the 8 and the 3 to kind of break them out. So he's jacked up just a little bit, trying to put some top on this ball, on this shot. He's gonna have to put something on it if he's trying to kind of push forward down. Oh, and he catches the point. He catches the point, but low key, he gets to the side that he wants to get to. He just did not get. It didn't happen the way that he wanted it to. He was look at that replay. See, I was ready for it. The replay's there. Oh, he caught that point, and that 6 ball went in clean. And if I'm Rico, there's no defense here. I think you have to shoot at this ball. He's got, like, even if he makes it tough, like you got this ball sitting in front of a pocket, you got these 2 balls sitting in front of a pocket, the 11's going to go easy. If you get weird, you can play the Karen, the combo. Like, I feel like you got to shoot this shot. I think he agrees. He did agree. He didn't make it. Oh, what's going to happen here? Ooh, boy. They just put things in just such a weird position after that shot. Valiant effort. Oh, man, he caught that point. That hurt. But let's see what happens here. So Thomas leaving that combo there. He's going to the other side, makes a good shot. It's going to get center table position, which is nice. And I'm probably taking on this combo now. Maybe even I hate when he wears the shirt. I hate when Thomas wears that shirt, man. But do you, big bro? What I think may be the 12 ball just rolled ever so slightly over to that right short rail. I think he can still see it, but this is a weird position to be in. He's going to take the 9 all the way down, and he's going to have to kind of hold and maybe even draw back to be able to take that 12 next. Oh, and it jaws. Yeah, that was tough. And I think he ends up, yeah. I don't know if Rico is snookered here. I think he might be able to see a piece of the 3 ball, but he may come and kick down He may even one rail kick into this as well. Try to catch like the side of it, but I think he can actually see it coming this way to be able to send the cue ball back up the table. Slow rolls it. Oh, he could see a lot of that ball. That was a good shot. Nice try. I mean, it's still there for Thomas to take, but that was a decent try. And throughout this match, by the way, I am muting the table audio, like the match audio, because I remember me and Brandon were talking about some things. So if you feel like you hear the sound going in and out, that's on purpose. Unless it's me. If I'm going in and out, that's a problem. Okay. Thomas goes for the bank. Great shot. Is it gonna get hooked? No, I think he's all right. I think at the very least he should be able to go rail first into here, just kind of get right up in here and then come out. This is a very touchy shot. Remember, I told y'all this table rolls fast. So he's really going to have to mind his speed on here if he's going to try to go rail first. But I'm pretty sure it's there. It's definitely not super clean, because if it was, he would have already shot at this. I think he has to, because that 8's in the way just enough. Yeah, just had to go rail first. Oh, and then if you notice, he had some left on that. And so as soon as it came off that rail, it was moving, catches off of the object ball onto the long right rail, and just goes right up table. He has a makeable shot, but this is tough. All right, he calls bottom right-hand corner pocket. Ooh, undercuts it just a tad. Really good shot, considering where he was on that. It's going to give Rico a chance. Now, this is a very difficult shot, considering that cue ball is all the way up there on that top rail. So Rico's got a choice. He's either going to just kind of slow roll this and just kind of lag that cue ball all the way down for the 3. Because I think he does. I don't think this is perfectly straight. I think he does have a little bit of an angle here. But I don't like slow rolling on any of these tables. Any of them. Especially when you know that a table isn't perfectly level. He's jacking up right here. So, okay, he's going to try to stun or stop or something. Woo! What a shot. Goes ahead and call. Yeah, we like that. We had to call that replay right there, big dog. That was a hell of a shot. I'm good. Thank you, man. And then he's going to take the 8 into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. I'm putting it in order. Bingo. All right. Adjust the score here. Rico draws first blood. We're talking about some good old sangria options here as Rico comes up to break. He's going to break from the right side. Almost a 9-ball break off of that second diamond there. Let's see what he's got. Okay, we got an object ball going into the top left-hand corner pocket. I think that might have been a solid. We're going to try to do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that was a solid. So APA, even in Masters, it is make it, take it in 8-ball. Whatever you make, that's what you take. Now, if you end up making a combination of each suit, whether it's, you make one ball, one solid, one stripe, you make 2 solids, 3 stripes, that would be an incredible break. But if you make more than one, or one of each at the very least, it's open. Doesn't matter how many over the other. So I think he does have solids here. And as I'm looking around, he's got a bit of an issue right here, which I think that's the 3 and the 5. But the 5 at the very least goes into the top right-hand corner pocket. And it almost looks like there's a combo situation, but this stripe here might be blocking that. He's got another situation right here as well. And off gate, he's looking at this 5-3. combo goes. I wonder if he's going to be able to cut this 5. Okay, so he cut and he got Thomas's object ball into that right hand or that right side pocket. Thomas coming to the table. I'm pretty sure he's got stripes now, so he's got an issue here, which I believe that may be the 12 or 14 and 15. I'm upgrading my camera. I got to use my DSLR the next time we come out here to Masters, baby. And then it looks like he's got another situation right here as well, although it looks like he's about to attack that now. And the 7 might be covering the 9. It's a good shot. That 9 might slide by, or else he wouldn't have played it like that. It's a good shot on the 9. He's gonna bump it to the 8 a little bit. He's gonna move Rico's 7 ball over here to the left side of the table. It's a very good shot. I want to say that his far goes somewhere right around like a 570, 576. I think Rico might be, we would have saw this earlier, post edit. I think Rico's Fargo is something like a 550, 560. So they're pretty close. Very, very good skill level players here. Let's get an update on those Fargos right now, shall we? Bing, bing. Rico looking to take this 7 ball into the top left-hand corner pocket. It's always going to be tough. Does overcut it. Had to shoot off of the bottom rail and very close to Thomas's stripe down here. But ends the, gets a good leave. That cue ball sitting up there at the top of the table. Thomas is going to have to come up with a shot. And he does. Great shot. Fires that stripe into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. Going to be looking at taking this other stripe into the bottom left-hand corner. If he can get himself center table shape or somewhere right over here, he's going to have some options. And right now, his situation is this stripe right here, because this stripe, the 2 ball is blocking it from the top right-hand corner pocket, and I believe this 5, I don't think it goes by the 5 until the bottom left. So he's going to have to get down here to kind of shoot it back up table. Unless he can get into something, right? If he can get into either the 2 or the 5, to bump one of those out of the way somehow, some way. But he's taking a good long look at this right now. Kind of figuring out his pattern, figuring out how he wants to get around. So this is what the better players will do. Lower skill level players like myself, I would have already shot. I would have already shot at the ball sitting in front of the bottom left hand corner pocket and kind of thought what I would have thought would have been the best way to get around. But I would have like, all right, let's just do it. Ooh, and he misses. Overshoots it. Goes 3 rails around. He ends up getting the shape that I was thinking of, but not in the way that I thought he was going to get it. Somehow went 3 rails all the way around. I thought he was going to get just like 1 rail up, or if you want to call it 2 rails up to get over here. But it went all the way around the table, and it's now going to give Rico a shot. Rico going to take this 4 ball on first, get it into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. I definitely like starting here. Be able to hopefully get onto the 3 to take it into the same one. It's a good shot. Great speed. Now this is steep. He did probably want a little bit more angle somewhere over here to make the shot a little bit easier, but I still favor Rico to make the shot unless he decides he wants to go for that 7 next, which is a bit of an easier shot. I like the 3, okay. Oh, avoids the kiss. And I wonder if he has a lane to make the 7 in the side or take the 5 or 2 possibly. I don't know how good. Yeah, I like that shot. You see the replay? A little bit late, but we got it. We got the leave. The 5 must go. And it does. Great shot. two ball. Take the two ball maybe into the top right-hand corner pocket and get somewhere center table position to be able to take on the 7. He's looking at this pretty long. I don't know if he's trying to decide to take the 7 first and then come back down to get position onto the 2, but I like this shot better. You're at the problem. You're at the more difficult ball right now. Let's take this one now and get some shape. Oh, what great cue ball control. Oh my gosh. I think he might have brushed that stripe on the right side of the table just enough to help him hold. But even if he didn't, that's beautiful cue ball control. 7 to the left side. Good shot. Leaves himself with a makeable ball. Going to call the 8 into the... Oh, this is a solid. I didn't realize he had the 1 here this whole time. We upgrading the camera. Excuse me. Thomas is going to give it up. I know that was the 1 ball sitting there the whole time, man. Oh. 2-0 Rico. No wonder. Okay. All right, Rico coming back to the table, breaking from that same side. He's had success all match, breaking from this side, kind of using that right side 9-ball break, so to speak. And I want to say he's hitting just below, makes a 3-ball in the right side pocket. Good clean break. It looks like he's hitting almost the bottom part of the head ball. Gets him a nice good spread, makes a ball just about every time. I think the only time that he broke job might have been on the first rack. This is good. And really, I think this is the cue ball sitting right here. Really, the only kind of tight situation I see is with the 4 and the what I believe it might be the 10. I don't know if I think I like stripes to open up on this one. But it is, I'm silly. It is make it take it. He has to go solids. APA. Overcuts the 6-ball. It's going to leave Thomas with some options here. Next kind of sore. I think at this point I'm definitely still waiting, and I'm still back here talking and kind of chopping it up with Brandon until he has to play his next match. But I remember, I think my first match was against Ed Kilo, who may also be on this team. Don't quote me. As Thomas makes a shot to the right side pocket, walks that ball in there. I think I played Ed Kilo and then I also played Phil Wynn on a different team. So hopefully those uploads will be coming to you guys here pretty soon. But I definitely wanted to get the homies content done first for you all. Wanted to make sure I took care of Brandon and Rico for their content. All right, and Tom is going to come up short, undercut that stripe into the top left-hand corner pocket. Makes that pocket, he doesn't really cover it up too much, honestly, right here. So that pocket is definitely still available. It looks like for the 4 and the 7 if need be. But opening shot is going to be a little bit tough here for Rico. He's got the 6-ball down here. 4, the 7, the 2. I'm pretty sure this is the 1-ball as well. It's going to be interesting to see what he decides to take as his first shot.
That's how it works. You gotta start something. All right. I mean, unless you want to start doing all these. I think it will behoove you to start it. Exactly.
I'm gonna mute myself. That cuts the 7-ball. Not a bad shot. Puts his 1-ball right over this side pocket. And then he takes control of that top left-hand corner pocket. So that's a pretty good shot right there, considering what happened after the, the result of things. He didn't really have too much with the position that he was left with either. Thomas taking a good look at things. So really the only situation for Thomas is now this 7. He's got the He does have a difficult opening shot though. So it looks like he's going to take what I believe is the 12 into the top right-hand corner. Yeah, overcut of the bit. There was definitely a lane to get in between uh the 4 and the 8 ball. He ends up bumping up against that 8 and kind of marrying that cue ball up to the 7. So I think Rico's now going to have to go ahead and shoot at the 7, but kind of figure out where does he want to go from there. There's also another problem on the table now with this 12 ball, I think, marrying up to the 8. So we're going to need to break that out at some point too. But he's got a lot of different ways that he can go about doing that, right? You got the 4 ball right here. You got what I think is the 1 ball right here as well that he's going to be able to use. I think his problem ball is really the 2 that's sitting in the middle of the table. And I use problem loosely in this situation. For me, I would definitely like to leave the 1 ball last and have the cue ball sitting somewhere like right over here, kind of play into it and then carry him into that problem right there. Thing is, I just don't know. I don't know if the 2 ball goes, and I believe he might. I think he has to shoot at this 1. Shot. Is he going to get there anyway? Wow, what a shot! Oh man, gets a terrible roll. I hope that ball goes, because what a shot, dude. Am I not here to hit the replay? Wow. It looks like this might go. Looks like he's shooting this into the side. It does go. Great shot, man. Position on the cue ball, not so great. He's going to have an awkward shot shooting over that red stripe, which I believe is the 11 that he's going to have the cue over right now. But all things considered, let's go. He's going for the 6 ball down here, bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, that was always going to be difficult, having to awkwardly shoot over that ball. He needed a little bit more juice on that 4 ball shot to just roll maybe a couple more inches beyond that 11 ball, give himself a cleaner shot. All right, so now Thomas coming to the table, starting off with a difficult shot. I think with where the 6 and the cue ball ended up, I think he might be kind of snookered on both of these. Yeah, he's going to have to shoot up table here. Goes for the back cut, brushes up against the 10 and then scratches. Wow. So definitely not what Thomas would have wanted to give Rico ball in hand here on 3 balls left, including the 8. Now, yeah, I was just going to say he's trying to take a look at that 8 ball right now to see if it kind of slides by what I think is the 12. Whatever it is, that's Thomas's strike ball that's kind of blocking that top right-hand corner pocket and making it that much smaller. Doesn't go, then I would say he's going to have to use possibly this 2 ball to get short position over here to send the 8 ball back down table where the 6 is about to go. Okay. Dispatches of the 6. You can see he's tapping his cue, letting us know right where he wants that cue ball to be. So it's looking like he's going to try to take the 2 into the top right-hand corner pocket. I think he might have fell just a tad bit short of where he pointed his cue, but somewhat where he wanted to be. He's taking a good look at things here. He's got a lot of traffic up there at the top of the table, so it's going to be interesting to see what this cue ball bumps into and what kind of position he ends up with on the 8. Ooh, good shot. Calls the bank. Bumped into what I believe is the 15 right there that kind of bounced off the left side. Is kind of hovering close to that left side pocket. And is just playing for the bank, which is definitely the shot here. It's a good shot. I wonder if he was playing for that the whole time or if he was really trying to get short side position. But maybe he switched it up once he got a little short on the 2. Fires it in, it rattles and goes. Rico Gonzalez, man, playing on fire. All right, coming back to it. It looks like we are at rack number 4. Rico is stretching things out. 4-0 his way. He is in complete control of this match right now. I think he just got one of each. I think he got a solid in the top left-hand corner and a stripe in the left side, so it's an open table for him. And looking at things, if he's got an easy solid to start with, I'm probably going solids first. I don't know what this ball is, but I do see 2 stripes right here. If this is the 9 and this is the 1, he might be out. Oh, that's the cue ball. That's the cue ball. Never mind. That must be the 9. And I like that shot starting off as well. Be able to take the 1 in the side, and then you got options. Good speed, good cue ball control. He's going to be able to he got perfect position to be able to take this 7 ball. Oops, smack the mic to be able to take this 7 ball next into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. He made 2 solids though. No, he didn't. Okay, that's the 5 there. I was counting balls on the table. He's gonna go for this 5 ball next here. Position's going to be a bit difficult. He might be able to go across the table and back again. Oh, nice shot. Bumps into that object ball nicely. I believe that might be the 10 ball. And I think he's got just enough that he might be able to see this 6 into that corner pocket. Yeah, he's aiming at it. It must go. Good shot. Gets great position to be able to get the 3 into the top right-hand corner pocket. Should be able to perform a little stop shot right here. Take the 2 into the left side. Have a shot on the 8. Looks like he's aiming a little bit forward. I wonder if he's just going to slow roll this or maybe go into. There must be a slight angle there that he's concerned about to where he might have to send the cue ball into the long rail and back out. Looks like he's shooting with some top. Maybe it's some top left. Oh, he comes around. Oh, beautiful shot, dude. What are we got to be saying something about this right now. Let's hit the replay too. I knew it. Incredible. Great shot. He's shooting out of his mind, man. He was shooting so well this match. Nice shot. Stuns back perfectly. And yeah, Thomas giving it up, man. 4-0. Pretty sure Rico's not going to miss that. I'm making everybody shoot everything anyway, but hey, hats off to him, my guy. He's shooting out of his mind right now. What a great shot. Great run. I think that's a break and run for him as well. Send my boy that patch. Like, what the? Said he want that patch.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm so good. How good I am.
And somehow or another, we are switching to 9-ball. Maybe, did I miss a match? I think I might have missed a rack, yo. Hold up. I think I missed a rack on the recording. I did. I must have started recording during the first rack. No wonder. I'm sitting here thinking this is the warm-up. I had to rewind back for y'all, man. I'm sitting here thinking this is the warm-up. So this is actually the opening scene that we saw when I was explaining stuff. We were already in the match. Rico is 5-0 right now. Yeah, he was shooting that 8-ball for real. I thought he was just warming up. Rico 5-0. Oh my goodness. Bro. So Rico on fire for real, for real. Let me just get some things all the way updated. So I'm sitting here like, I know I can count. My goodness, yo. So Rico's for real shooting out of his mind. He already 5-0. Okay, so we missed the first rack, y'all, evidently. I don't have that recording. So we're starting off with 9-ball. Rico using his 9-ball break spot. That wing ball goes flying into the top right-hand corner pocket. I do believe that was a 7-ball, and he's got an open layout, man. Wow. Wins every 8-ball rack. So technically now Rico just needs 2. Thomas has a tall mountain to climb here. Now that we're finally caught up and we know what's going on. Oh, boy. I'm not editing that out. I mean, you're going to see the edit of this when I flip back and forth, but just know I'm not editing that mistake out. Y'all need to know the real. 1 ball going into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Stuns over for the 2. I think I'm almost positive he wanted to draw out of that a little bit and take it into the bottom right-hand corner. But I think if it doesn't go on the side, then it does go all the way down to the top right-hand corner pocket. I think it might slide by the side, though. And it does. Clean shot. 3-ball right here. Oop. Don't worry about that. 3-ball right here should slide into the right pocket. And it looks like the 6, which could really be his only issue, does go by the 9 for sure. Nice, beautiful shot. Be able to hold position to take the 4 into the same side pocket. Things are off the rails. Like a little bit of top right. I have to put a little thump on this one. Great speed. Those 2 rails for just about perfect position on the 5. Should be able to take the 5 into the bottom right-hand corner pocket and send this cue ball back up the table for the 6 into the top left. Good shot, great speed. Great shot, great speed. Now he's going to brush up against this 9, but that's not the worst thing in the world. I think he's looking at that now. He knows he's going to get into the 9, but the point is you want to make sure that you get position on this 8-ball. The 8-ball's in a great spot, being almost center table as well. So don't try to do too much. Focus on making the ball and controlling the cue ball. Great shot. 9 bumps off of the left long rail. He gives himself a shot on the 8 into the right side pocket. He should be able to shape up for the 9 into the top left after this as well. Keep the thing simple, man. He's not trying to do too much. not where you wanted to do, and that cue ball's just going to float all the way down to the bottom of the table. So it looks like he wanted to draw back off of the 8 to get over here for the 9 in the top left-hand corner pocket, but overhit it and ends up drawing all the way down the table. I personally would have liked just kind of letting my stroke out right there, knowing that I'm going to come down table and then back up for the 9. But with the way he's shooting right now, his choice makes perfect sense. Just didn't execute what he wanted to fully. I'm assuming he missed. Yeah. I'm assuming he missed that shot because he didn't, start walking around trying to collect the balls out of the table. And Thomas with the chance to get on the board here finally. It's the best chance that he's had all day outside of that missed 8 ball early on in the match. Nails it. Great shot. What's that cue ball doing? Okay, good to go. And hey, just like that, Thomas is finally on the board. It is 5-1. All right. Thomas of Team Chiba finally with a chance to break during this match. Looks like he's gonna break from the same spot that Rico did, basically using the right side of the table to break from. Let's take a look at that purple wing ball on the right side, see where it goes. Right into the top right-hand corner pocket. Pretty textbook break. But gets a terrible roll. Cue ball here. 5 ball in the way of that cue and that 1 ball. Now, there are push-outs allowed in APA matches as well. I don't know if push-outs are allowed in APA League. It feels like it wouldn't be allowed because a better player is going to be able to do a push-out more effectively. So it sounds like something that APA ain't going to allow in like the regular league play. He kicked that and hit it and wound up with a beautiful position. So that's a great shot. But I'm like 99% sure that push-outs are allowed because I'm pretty sure I called a push-out a time or two before in Masters during week 1 when I ended up getting on the table. I think that might be what they're discussing right now, if he called a push-out or...
I thought you meant now. Right now. No. I thought you meant the future push now. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think that's what the discussion was. Rico was trying to make sure that he didn't call push, then kicked at that ball. Because if he did, Rico would have been like, well, you can shoot this now because you can give it back. It looks like that's not the case. Great safety. Good roll for Thomas, and he ends up getting ball in hand because of that. Now, Thomas with ball in hand and really not a lot of issues on the table at all. He's got the 1, the 2, and then the 3 here. So a little bit of work that he has to do, but nothing's tied up. He's got an open table. And he's going to need to come off this rail. Ooh. He's going to need to come off this rail a little bit. He can still see the 2 ball. He should be able to back cut the 2 ball all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner pocket, which would give him natural position to be able to kind of float over to the left side for the 3 as well. That's a good shot. That's a really good shot. Also keeps an angle on the 3 ball. Should be able to come 1 rail, get some center table position to take the 5 into the top left. And if he overruns it, 5 can go here or here as well. Want to make sure that he doesn't get too straight here because he has the 6 ball here at the top of the table that he's going to have to shoot next into that top left-hand corner pocket. And I think he might be all right. It looks like he's going to draw, possibly try to come straight back or even draw in between the 7 or the 8 and the 9. Oh, he's able to come straight back. Brushes against the 7. This is a little bit of a difficult shot. It's not the hardest shot in the world, but the fact that he's going to have to shoot over the 9 with the bridge, he's going to have to control his cue ball speed here, right? He's going to have to clear, get somewhere up this way, to be able to get position on this 7 unless he can manufacture something. Looks like he's using a lot of left. Did I pause the video? Oh, he touched the cue ball. Rico called the foul on him. Yo, I might have to rewind that for real, yo.
He like pushed it forward. Yeah.
Rico saw while he was queuing up that he pushed the cue ball forward. I'm going to see if we can get a replay of that. That's going to give Rico ball in hand. Four ball run out for Rico. With his skill level, I definitely expect this guy to get out here. Draws, brushes into the 8 a little bit, but he's all right. Gets a good angle on the 7 ball. Stretched out a little bit. Got to be careful that you don't miscue here. Got a long bridge. Uses top left. Bumps into the 9. That 9 is kind of on the point of the side pocket, so he's going to have to take a look and see if it's going to be able to pass through. I don't know if he likes it. And if it does pass, that means he's going to have to get over here somewhere for that 9 ball. Honestly, he's got to get over there either way, because if it doesn't pass, you know, he's going to have to shoot it up to the top left-hand corner pocket, but I think he's going to be all right. Got to make the 8 first. Shot. Oh, boy. Didn't see that coming. So, ends up brushing up against the 9 ball. Fouls. Cue ball finds that left side pocket. He gives it up to Michael. That would have been ball in hand. Michael shot 2-0, or excuse me, 5-2. 5-2 Rico's way. All right, Thomas coming back to break here. That 1 ball is going to find the bottom right-hand corner pocket. And he's got a difficult opening shot here with the cue ball kind of married up against this 5. And then having to shoot at the 2 next, potentially into this bottom left-hand corner pocket, unless he decides to open up with a defensive shot, which I can't imagine him doing right now, actually. Looks like he's probably going to shoot at this. Again, you got that tall mountain to climb, man. A lot of times your brain just goes towards the offensive. Yeah, and it was going to be a difficult shot always. And that cue ball is just traveling to the corner pocket. Bro, I told y'all. These things, this table travels so fast. Speed is so quick on this table, man. That's going to give Rico ball in hand. He's got somewhat of an open table right here. He's got a bit of a problem up here. I think that's the 4, the 8, and the 9 all kind of tied up together. I'm trying to buy somebody's case, it sounds like in the background. Rico fires it in and bumps the 4 out. Great shot. Now, I did get an... Oh, yeah, I like that. You see the replay pop up immediately? He fired that 3 ball into the bottom right-hand corner. And I would imagine he's going to play D and kind of hide the 4 and the cue ball away from each other using that 6. Yeah, just like that. Good shot. Wow. Easily the fastest shot that we've seen on this table so far today. So that's a nice little something to take notice of. Really pool in general, but definitely this table, like, you don't need a lot to get a lot from the table itself. You know what I mean? Like, the table's going to take your speed. It's going to take your spin on the cue ball just fine. All right, now great defense. great defensive shot by Rico is going to give himself ball in hand here. He's got a bit of a situation still with the 4 and the 6, but we might see another defensive shot coming here. Great shot. Uses the 5 this time. Bumps the 4 out of the way of that little cluster with the 6. Uses the 5 for defense. Smart play. Thomas having a kick at this again. That's a good hit. And it's going to leave a tough shot for Rico. He could possibly play another defense down here and send that 4 ball back up table. He could also just shoot this and get position for the 5, going 2 rails, possibly 3. Yeah, he did shoot at it. Oh my goodness, did you see that ball bend back? And sets up the 5-9 combo right here. Wow, what a roll. Sometimes it's just your day, and sometimes it ain't. Yeah, immediately just starts measuring up that 5-9 combo. Absolutely. Now, APA 9 ball, we do not have to call anything, including the 9. You will see some players do that out of habit because a lot of these guys and gals that play in APA Masters play in tournaments a lot where you have to call that last ball. And sometimes they even play in like other leagues like BCA to where you've got to call every shot. Nails it. Great shot there by Rico. Rico goes up to the hill, 6-2. Absolutely dominating right now. All right, Rico coming back to the table, breaking from that same spot. Let's keep an eye on that wing ball. That 2 ball that's on the wing should go into the top right-hand corner pocket. It does. 1 ball brushes into the cue ball. Things are settling up, and we've got an open table here, folks. 1 can go into the side. Hopefully not like the magic bullet from the grassy knoll. 1 ball can go into the side. The 3 ball can come down to the bottom left-hand corner pocket. 4 is there. 5's there. If he can just put the pieces of the puzzle together, we could be seeing a break and run to close this match out. Bit of an angle on the 1. A lot more angle than I thought it looks like the way he's shooting at it. A lot of check on that ball as well to kind of bring it back up the table to be able to take the 3 into the bottom left like I was saying. That was a good shot. Deep angle here, but if he aims for like center table position, he should be good for the 4. Shot. And just note something to notice throughout this entire match about Rico's speed. His speed has not changed, but on maybe 1 shot, maybe even 2 shots, I would say. See how he addresses this one. Great shot. Good drawback for the 5. The 2 shots being that first 3 ball all the way down in what would have been really the second rack when he had that stun shot down here in the bottom right-hand corner to take the 8 into the bottom left. He fired that one in. And then the 3 ball again when he cut it into the same bottom right-hand corner to break the 4 away from the 8 a rack or 2 ago. Other than that, his speed has been incredibly consistent all match. He's been playing very, very well. And he's been at the table, you know? He's been able to get the speed down to the table for the most part. Been shooting a lot. Heart of the pockets. Hasn't really been rattling too many balls in at all. Taking his time, you know? Taking his time, but not too much time. Like right there. Got down on the shot, but you know what? Let me take another look at this. This is crucial right now. I'm on the hill. I got 4 balls left. I don't want to leave any openings for Thomas to come back, find his own rhythm. Good shot. And he's going to back cut this 7 ball here. Expect him to come 1, 2, rails back over this way to take the 8 into the side. Beautiful shot. And the good thing is he has an angle no matter what. He's got an angle no matter what to be able to get back up there to the 9 ball. Taking a good long look at this. If he has the angle that I think he does, I think he's going to have to come like a steep with some check on it. If he puts like some inside on this shot, he should be able to go back up table like that. A lot of players, including myself, also like going 3 rails, but that's going to send him more towards like the short side, I think, than anything. I've been working on that inside a little bit to where it kind of dies at the bottom rail and goes straight back towards the top. 1, 2. Yeah, he goes 3. He's going to go short side. Ooh, and scratches. Wow. And he's going to give it up to Thomas. All right. Here we go. It's 3-2. Thomas's way. I did not see that scratch coming. Wow. All right. 6-3. Thomas breaking from the right. We're going to watch that wing ball on the top right-hand corner. It goes. I believe that was the 3. 1 ball and the 2 ball are floating down here, and that cue ball caught the point of the left pocket and doesn't leave Thomas with too much of anything. It looks like he's really just going to have a defensive shot that he's going to be able to, because he can at least see the 1 ball. So it could be worse. Makes a good defensive shot. It's going to allow Rico to see this full ball. So I would imagine another defensive shot is coming where this 1 ball kind of stays here and the cue ball gets kicked up towards the top of the table. Okay. And I don't know if that got there. I think this might slide by that 8. Thomas is getting right down on it like it does. Double kiss. Actually overcut it just a tad. It's going to leave Rico with a big opportunity here. Right. A bit steep, but he should be okay. This is actually good to be able to get an angle for the 4 to the top right-hand corner pocket. He's got a lane right between the 6 and 7 here. I love that shot. Instead of trying to hold, let's just stroke out a bit. Maybe needed a little bit more so he can come out, get a nice big bounce off that bottom rail, but he can at least see the 4 ball. He's got a chance to do something here. Looks like he might be aiming for the left side pocket. Oh, he was going all the way down. All right, and it's going to set up nice for Thomas. So look, we talked about not giving Thomas a chance to make anything happen. Right now, he's getting chances to make something happen. Okay. Contrary to what you may, have seen so far, Thomas can shoot. Oh, gets to the 50-yard line. Wow, that 5 ball. 4 rails all the way around to the 50-yard line. And he's going to have to be playing for some defense right here. Using that 9 possibly to split the 1 and the 5, or the cue ball in the 5. Overshoots this and leaves the 5 in front of a pocket. Wow. We go back to the table. Boy, that's a dangerous shot. That's a dangerous shot. Well, he's flirting with that bottom left-hand corner pocket for sure. And he's taking a look at the back cut right here. And if he takes this shot on, that cue ball is going to be flying around the table, and I'm going to imagine he's probably going to clip into the 7 or the 8 if he goes for that. I don't see him going for that, though. It looks like he's aiming for something different. Oh, he did go for it. Okay. Difficult leave here for Thomas. Definitely has a shot on the 6. Could play defense as well using the 7 and 8. But it seems like everybody's shooting at everything right now, so don't be surprised if he goes for the 6-2. I'm probably shooting at this. He shot at it. He's going to bump it to the 7. Separate the 7 and 8 a little bit. He's going to leave Rico with a chance to come back and play some defense. I don't think Rico plays the bank. The bank is there, but why take that risk? You take that risk and rattle that 6 ball into the top right-hand corner pocket all of a sudden. Thomas has a very outable table at that point. He took the risk. He took the risk, dude. And it does exactly that. It rattles. Oh, hot tamales. Thomas with another chance. So the momentum is just swinging back his way right now. We were hill 2. Ooh, gets a weird brush, but man, the inside that he had on that cue ball to come around and catching that left side cushion really helped him finish getting position on that shot, because that was about to end up being a big blunder there. But gets a nice leave and gets a good angle to be able to come back here for the 8 somewhere. Comes 2 rails pretty nicely. Gets position to be able to take the 8 to the bottom right-hand corner. This is your key ball right here. If he can make the 8 right down here, just has to stun forward a little bit. He should be able to come off of the rail, take the 9 into the left side. You're still alive. Nails it. Nails it. Overshoots it, but gets a dead straight in shot. Dead straight in shot for this 9 ball all the way up to the top left-hand corner pocket. This will be one of the best comebacks I've ever seen if Thomas gets this. If he gets all the way. Gotta make the shot. Oh, wow. Overcut it. Wow, just missed it, honestly. There was no cut. And he's going to leave Rico with the chance to close it out right here, right now. What you got, Rico? 1 shot. Top right-hand corner. Oh, boy. Rico to close the match. Fires it in. That's going to do it. Rico Gonzalez, ball games, goes up 7-3 against Thomas. Wow, what a match. Yeah, Rico just kind of slowed down. Kind of had some miscues, some mishaps on those last few racks there that really let Thomas get back into that match. Really super exciting. 7-3. Shouts out to Rico for winning. Way to pull in some points for the home team. We will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on the channel. We've got more content coming for you. I've been Pat Dixon. You've been amazing. Peace.